Hey everyone, welcome back to Owl Creek. I'm Cody. Today we're setting up a new gravity water feed system on our new rabbit hutch behind me, and we're going to be moving our rabbits into their new homes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Thanks. What I have here is some 1/4" ID inside diameter hose that I got from Klubertons. The water nipples and the T valves, or the T's. The water nipples will connect to the cage like this. I'm actually gonna flip this around, that way it's a little bit lower. But they have a hook right here, the spring hooks onto the cage, then you just hook your water line to it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first, is I have myself a new bucket from TSC. I'm gonna drill a hole off, about 1 inch off the bottom, just in case any dirt gets in here. Just large enough for my hose to stick through, and then I'm going to silicone it on the inside. That way I know it will be waterproof and it won't. Okay, so it's just barely stuck in there. That's all that you need. I'll clean all the shavings out of this later, and I'll spray it out real good after the silicone's cured. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this, after it cures, I'll get it mounted up on top of the cage like this. It's gonna have a water line that will go across the top of the cage. And then everywhere that I want a nipple, I'm gonna run a line down off of that with a T, and I'll put a nipple in. And then I'm gonna do the same thing back over here. I'm going to run a main line down to the lower level of cages, and it will run across the top. And then everywhere that I want a nipple down here, I'm going to put a T in the line and run it all the way down. Okay, so I've got my handful of water nipples here. This is with the spring attached now. Just going to take this, I'm going to hook the spring first on the top side, like that. And stretch the spring down to the bottom to make it secure. And since this cage is going to be the grow out for multiple kits, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in there just in case. So that's with the line hooked on. It's going up and across. Here's the T that will connect all the lines together, drop down to the water nipple. All right, I'm going to leave this piece right here that's just loose until I get that silicone and the bucket's dry so I can connect it in. All right, so that's the water system as you see it behind me until I get the bucket cured with silicone, and I'll get that thrown on. But for the next couple days, I'm going to leave their bottles that they're already using here in their cages. I just want to make sure that they're drinking and that they find these new water nipples before I end up pulling those bottles out. Okay, so the first one I'm going to pull out is this young buck right here. We've named him Pepper. He's going to go in this cage. It's right behind me over here that you can see. Hey, buddy. want to say hi to everybody? Hmm? Okay. I have put a maple twig in there with a few leaves on it. Give them something to chew on. And it's also mealtime. They haven't been fed yet today, so I'll be feeding them in their new homes tonight. What do you think about that place, bud? It's a little bit bigger than what you're used to, isn't it? There you go. I also give them these plastic resting pads to get up on, just to get off the wire floor. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all these moved over. Okay, so this is our doe Coco that we did have the failed pregnancy on earlier this year. We're hoping that just after Father's Day, she ends up giving us a litter. Fingers crossed. I don't know, she didn't pull any hair last time, so I'm kind of wondering what kind of mama she is. So I separated the does on top and the bucks are on bottom. I did that because I made the cage sizes different. The top cages are 32 by 30 and the buck cages on the bottom are 24 by 30. And then in the center, this larger pen is about a 46 by 30. That's gonna be my grow out. Okay, so I'm gonna feed them for the first time in their new homes. I feed them all a half of a cup a day each. And what I did, I just took a measuring cup, I measured it, and I marked a line inside my bigger cup here. There you go. So what I feed is Heinold Feeds. 16% protein. This is what the gentleman that bred these rabbits was feeding also. He's actually a distributor for them. So I actually have to go down to his house later and go pick up some more feed. And I'm hoping while I'm there, I can fill that third doe cage up there. Hopefully he's got a nice young doe that I can pick up from him. All right, so everybody's fed and watered. I'm sure that they will all get settled in nice. 3 of them I know have been eating food since they've got moved in. This guy down here, he doesn't seem to eat until nighttime. It doesn't matter what you leave in there with him. If he has dandelions, his normal protein feed, anything, he really doesn't touch it until it's after dark. So I believe that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and hope that this gravity feed system works out well, and maybe it will work good for your rabbitry also if you're watching or just starting one. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Thanks.